Hello. And I want to apologize for starting so late tonight. I cooked an awesome dinner, and it tasted so good that me and the girlfriend just had to like sit on the couch for a little bit and just watch the end of RuPaul and chill. Take in what we had experienced. But I am here now, and this shirt has stains on it. She was like, you should go change your shirt because you cooked in that shirt and it's dirty. So I go grab a clean t-shirt, and this is what I've got. I can't win. I can't win at all. Not today. Anyway, if you're interested in knowing what I ate for dinner, it's on the Discord. I made pork tonkatsu. My first time making it, and I made a tonkatsu sauce with it, and it was very good. So that happened, and I don't know what else to say other than good. It was good. It was very good. It's basically fried pork chops, thin breaded fried pork chops. When I mean breaded, it's with the breadcrumbs. And they're like flash fried, golden brown, and then on a ball of rice. And then I made a Japanese omelet where you just take an omelet and roll it up in a square, slice that, and then I put the tonkatsu sauce over all of it. And it was very good. We loved it. So yeah, I don't, if you like Japanese food or just kind of like street eats from Japan, then that will be a good one for you to try out. I thought it was very perfect. The best shirts are stained shirts. I guess, I don't know. You should start dinner. So hello Chardero, hello Daniel, hello Vexe, hello Rensla. Good evening to everyone. I'm glad to see you all. So I want to talk about something. Vixie, you can talk in the, you can cook and listen to us in the background if you want. First of all, I want to look at this here. This is something, I want to move over to Starfield, but this is something that I just saw, and I think it's stupid. Actually, let me put this over here because I want to see y'all's chat. I was really looking forward to this. Idris Elba, like I really wanted him to be James Bond, and it was a huge compliment, but then the racist fans turned him off. And so I don't know if he was offered it or if he was even in the books to play it, but even if they do offer it, he'll probably just say no, which I thought was stupid. No, it's not stupid. The reason why is I can't believe it. So Starfield, so AMD Starfield, AMD is Starfield's exclusive PC partner, which means that no DLSS for Starfield on PC. And a lot of people are kind of upset about it that use NVIDIA. I'll be honest with you, I don't really use DLSS, so I'm not really too butthurt about it. I think if people want to, I think it's stupid because if something is DLSS compatible, it's also AMD compatible, but it doesn't work the other way around because AMD has it closed off. So if you partner with AMD, then there's no way you can do DLSS, but if you go with NVIDIA, then you can also add in AMD. So it kind of sucks that way. I'm more upset with AMD on how they run it and less with Bethesda about this, but honestly, I'll be honest with you. I really never used DLSS, so I don't really care. Some people do care. I don't. So the other thing is this thing. And the fact is, Phil Spencer. You all know who Phil Spencer is. What is he like? All right, so says he has confirmed that Elder Scrolls 6 is 5+ years away. Probably will not even release on the consoles that you currently have on your house. The consoles that you currently own will probably not play the next Elder Scrolls. Rensler, I agree. I would have loved to have seen him as James Bond too. Also. So this kind of upsets me. This kind of upsets me, and I'll tell you why. Since 2011, we've been playing Skyrim. And I'm trying to figure out what the crap Bethesda's been doing since 2011, right? Looking at this right here, let me show you. This is what Bethesda has done since 2011. Here's Skyrim. So they've given us Fallout 76, which is a rehash of Fallout 4, but crappier version. Blades, which is a mobile game. Fallout Shelter, which is a mobile game. So these don't count. Okay? So what they've done is they've given us Fallout 4 since 2011. Fallout 4 since 2011. They've done nothing since Fallout 4. Let's see. Fallout 4 came out in 2015. So what you're saying is that you can release Elder Scrolls, and then 3-4 years later, you can come out with Fallout 4. 4 years after Skyrim. Yet, it takes you... Let me get this right. Let me check the date again. 2015. It's 2023. It takes you 8 years to come out with Starfield, but only 4 years to come out with Fallout 4. In the time between Skyrim and Fallout 4, you could have come out with you could have come out with Skyrim and Fallout 4 again. And now you're saying it's going to be another 5 years for the next Elder Scrolls. What does their pipeline look like? Like, obviously it's empty because they've done nothing since 2015. Nothing. So my mind is blown as to why it's taking them this long. They go, well, Microsoft bought them. And of course, COVID happened. Well, everybody else is coming out with video games, so COVID's not an excuse. Microsoft buying you should have made you go faster. So I don't get it. It's absolutely disappointing, and it's a fucking shit show at Bethesda. And Toddliness was like, next Elder Scrolls will probably be my last one. My last Elder Scrolls. Honestly, if it takes you this long to come out with one game and you're Bethesda, all of them should probably retire now and get people in that are more competent, that can actually make a game that doesn't require modders to fix it, and come out with a great game every 3 and 4 years like the rest of the world does. I don't understand how Ubisoft can spit out games like fucking McDonald's spits out Happy Meals, and they're all fine. They're not groundbreaking, but they're fine. They're better than what Bethesda puts out, which is nothing. So it's absolutely, it's a slap in the face to gamers to be like, we know that you've been waiting on this since 2011, and you know what? Fuck you. We've not even started it yet. 5 more years. Not even on this console. Not on the previous console, and not on the console before that either. I hope you love us, and I'll guarantee you this. When the next Elder Scrolls drops, you know what we're going to get? We're going to get a game like Cyberpunk, and we're going to get those tweeted apologies. We're sorry. We know it's broken. We wanted more time to fix it. You the players deserve better, and we're gonna make this game the best you could possibly ever want it. For your patience, we're gonna give everybody a free skin. Watch. But it's absolutely disrespectful to the players. And this is just lazy bullshit management, and they really just don't know what they're doing at this point. It's a joke. It's a joke. And if Starfield fails, heads will roll. I don't expect Starfield to fail. I mean, I know it's already the hottest selling game on Steam. So they've made their money back. They've already made their money on pre-sales. They've already made all their money back. But if it launches like Cyberpunk, it's going to be bad. We'll see. I hope it doesn't, but we'll see. Because I too have pre-ordered it. I hope it's as good as Skyrim, to be honest with you. I hope it's as good as Skyrim. So we can move on and play some Elder Scrolls. Let's see what y'all are saying over here. Hello, Revan. Hello, Rensla. They have to have enough time to be able to release Starfield Anniversary Edition. You know what? You're not joking with that. Elder Scrolls 6 for the PlayStation 10. We might get another video game crash like the 80s again, the way things are going. I don't really see a video game crash. I think something is concerning, and we've been seeing it for the past couple of years, which is all the indie studios are just being snapped up just to, you know, get rid of all of their staff, overwork the remaining staff, just to come out with corporate bullshit games that were designed by some analytical report of what gamers between ages A and B want, or what they think this demographic wants, instead of coming up with something unique and original. I promise you, if we were making games to, you know, 2 generations ago like we're making games today, some of your favorite titles would have never been made. Far Cry would have never been made. Zelda would have never been made. You would have first-person shooters and sports games. That's all you would have. But the only kind of crash that I would see is if people revolted against the price hikes, which I'm not really opposed to the price hikes either. As long as the money goes to the pockets of the artists, I'm okay with a price hike. A $10 price hike, whatever. People can argue it as much as they want. I don't care. But let's take a look. I want you to take a look at this. Okay? Check this out. Because I hear people bitch about the prices of video games. Look at this crap. This is from the 90s. Obviously, it's from the 90s. I can't tell you what year it was, but I'm going to say it's the 90s, obviously. But let's do an inflation calculator. All right. So I'm going to put in 1996. Let's say it's 1996. All right. Now, Madden, oh, it's 1997, obviously, because it says Madden 97. Okay. So 1997, and I'm going to punch in the price of $59.99. That's $113 freaking dollars. $113 in today's money for Madden. Okay, games have been at $59.99 since we obviously see since the mid-90s. And they want to now charge $69.99 a game. I think that's okay, because we're still much less than how much games cost in the 90s, which were $113 freaking dollars when you adjust for inflation. So if people bitch about the price of an extra $10, suck it. Oh, you see, it's, what are we saying here? David says, they have to, wait, I'm sorry. Rensler says, hope Starfield is fantastic on their new Creation Kit engine too. If not, hopefully they shift to a different game engine. Well, I mean, if the game is built on an engine, you can't change the engine after the game's already made. It's done at that point. But, I mean, I'd love for them to move to a different engine, especially if they're still tying frame rates to the freaking Havoc system. Havoc is not a bad system. Tears of the Kingdom, the new Zelda game, which is praised for its physics, uses Havoc engine. So it's not the Havoc engine. It's shitty back end work by Bethesda's monkeys. They will just have AI create the game they think we need. Exactly. Oh my God, Chardero. Yes, don't say that too loud because somebody might get an idea. You hope Starfield is as good as Skyrim so you can replace all the textures for every planet. Well, luckily, they're being, you know, generated automatically, so you only have to change a few textures and it changes them for all the planets. Yeah, David. I mean, they've always been $59.99 for years, and then a couple years ago or last year they upped them to $69.99, and everybody lost their minds. It's like it's still cheaper than what it was in the 90s. Hello, Brav. Again, I don't mind the price hike as long as the money's going to the artists. I don't mind at all. So I want to take you guys on a journey, and I want to show you everything that I've been working on and everything that Dirty Jugs covers so far. Dirty Jugs is going to be a very big mod. Oh, great, bruv. I'm glad you got it. Which one did you get? Did you get the coffee one or the one with the patch on the side? So here we go. Let's jump in. We're going to check this out. So Dirty Jugs is already pretty big. It's sitting at a little over 1 gig unzipped. Yeah, a little over 1. It's 1.16 gigabytes. 286 files. Yeah. For the textures, it's 262 textures so far. But I want to take you through this and show you what, yeah, 79 is exactly, and it was $119 for the ultimate, the early 2000s, FSX. No, was it FSX? No, it was the one before that. It was the Age of Flight simulator, the Age of Flight one that had like the Wright brothers airplane in it. And it was $119 for the Ultimate Collector's Edition one. Yeah, I got it because I got the little model of the Wright flyer. Nice, I love it, bruv. That's awesome, and thank you. So we're gonna jump through this, and I'm gonna over here just create a little list as we go. So of course we have cages are done, hanging cages are done, the crates, barrels, if I can write, East Empire sign, of course that's stolen because that's part of the crates and barrels. Clutter. We got so much clutter here. Bar, blacksmith, blacksmith, I don't know, what would you call it? Like blacksmith area stuff. So that would also be leather strips. We have rags and bloody rags. Carts, chopping block, firewood. We have brooms. Did I put crates and barrels? Yes. We have upper furniture, noble furniture, upper noble and something else furniture, flagons, iron. We have quill, ink bottle, scrolls, shovel, hose, silverware, strong box. That's a fun one. We have the whole dining set is done. We have the Dwemer pottery and Dwemer barrel. We have, of course, the firewood. Ingredients, animated mead bottles. Cast iron pots. The wooden ladle. Meadery, which would be the mead barrel, which I should have put in with, it doesn't matter. Parchment paper. And then ruins. We have ruins urns, ruins pots, and then we have alchemy workbench, and then we have let's see, Winterhold bookshelves, which I've got to edit those. Buckets, and these are not going to be yellow buckets, by the way. Enchanting workbench. We have... what was the other furniture? There's upper furniture and noble furniture. Thank you, bruv. It was a little work, but I'm glad that I got them done. Figure out where the normal silverware is, and I still, bruv, have not seen where the normal silverware is in the game. Glazed pottery. But I'm still trying to remember what that third furniture line is called. Kettles. We have keys. Practice dummies. Silver. Dinnerware. Gold dinnerware. Or Sovngarde dinnerware. Wall baskets. And I think that's it. I think that's it. So here's our list. Cages, hanging cages, crates, barrels, East Empire sign, bar, blacksmith area stuff, which I wish there was a better way to describe blacksmith area stuff. Leather strips, rags, bloody rags, carts, chopping blocks, firewood, brooms, upper furniture, and noble furniture. Common furniture, thank you very much. Who said that? Sofa. Thank you, Sofa Donna. Flagons, iron, quill, ink bottle, scrolls, shovel, hoe, silverware, strongbox, dining set, Dwemer pottery, Dwemer barrel, animated mead bottles, cast iron pots, wooden ladle, mead barrel, parchment paper, ruins urns, ruins pots, alchemy workbench, Winterhold bookshelves, which Brandy reminded me I need to fix, buckets, enchanted workbench, glazed pottery, kettle, keys, practice dummies, silver dinnerware, gold dinnerware, and wall baskets. That's all that's completed already and done. And there's more to come. Okay? That's more to, there's more textures to come than that. I feel like I'm missing some. And I am. We also have, there's our bloody bucket. Wait, bucket bloody. Did I make this? I should have made this. Yes, cool. I'm not gonna worry about anything else. All right, that's just, I'll put in bar stools, why not? Let's put that in there too. Landscape, that's for the firewood. And now the static mesh improvement mod, we're gonna put in jail walls and doors, chains, clutter, barrel, we have barrels, furniture, wood, there's our upper class, this is our signage, metalwork, okay, that's for the chains, ruins, chests. Did I put chests in here? No. Let's put in chests. I'll put in like treasure chests. That means ruins chests. But if I say ruins chests, nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about. We have the tankard done. And common, dresser, table, okay, that's all the furniture. Charcoal, that goes with the blacksmith. That's all barrel. Smem, dungeons, imperial, gate pole. Oh yeah, that's for the chains. Furniture, noble, smelter, wooden, chair. Okay, so that is literally everything. So I'm gonna save this in my dirty jugs. Done list. This is my done list. That's a lot of crap that Dirty Jugs is already covering. Did you ever get around to removing the furniture textures? Yes, I removed them 2 streams ago, but I've not uploaded the AIO to reflect the changes. I'm going to upload the AIO update when I upload this mod. Because I don't want to upload the AIO and be like, I'm taking away furniture and all of this crap and putting it in this other mod that I have not released yet. Does that make sense? It would just piss people off. It would just piss people off. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run you through a couple of things here. And thank you, bruv, for the reminder of reminding me to take that out. And I think before we upload the AIO update, I'm going to run through it again and just make sure that I might do maybe like a private stream. I'll probably just like work with Shane or something, or Shane and Brandy, or just Brandy and me, and probably look at it. Bruv, you can even join in, I guess, if you wanted to, just to make sure that everything the AIO covers should be covered. Because I don't want to take anything out of the AIO because that needs to be in it. Because last stream I asked, should I have the ingots in the AIO, or should ingots be in the clutter mod? And everybody said keep ingots in the AIO. So it's stuff like that. And to make sure that I didn't accidentally remove something, so I got to install it and check everything. So I'm just gonna COC AAA Skyking test cell. I'm gonna check a couple of things out here. Ever gonna change the barrel 01 and 02? What's barrel 01 and 02? What am I missing? Up here, we did get this cool strongbox done, but I wanted to show you guys that we have all new scrolls. And that reminds me that I wanted to put in... Oh, okay, cool, I have it. Let's do COC AAA Sky Leaf Fall Interior. No, I'm not going to do any rakeling stuff. No rakeling stuff. It's a lot like the Falmer stuff, and it's all like hand-drawn art. And I'm not going to hand-draw anything. So this, I put on the Discord earlier today, but check this out. All new scrolls. How's that? I looked at it. I like the way it looks right now. The vanilla one's in 2K. It's really sharp and crisp, and it doesn't really need it. We also have cool new paper rolls. I mean, it's paper, right? It's freaking paper, so it's not really that massive. Of course, you've seen this. You've seen this. So we're good there. Moving on. I want to see. I'll go back here. Yeah, I love the seal too. I throw in a few little Easter eggs when I can. If you haven't seen it, these are actually vanilla flagons, which I thought was really cool. But they came out really well. I didn't have any problems with this. Yeah, I was like, this is awesome. And then of course the glazed pottery's done. This guy's one of the other things. Here we have all new keys, like I showed you at the last stream. New keys. Here's the cool scroll ends. They just look like they're just wood. But the paper wrapping on the very end, that was very hard to do. I had to take a picture of a book and then run it through Photoshop to turn it into a circle. So that's going to be that. I'm fine with that. I might actually desaturate those ends a wee bit. But yeah, let's see if I can get close to the seal. Let's see if I can get just there you go. Watch this. FOV 60. FOV 50. There we go. So there is the seal, which obviously has a crown and SK on it. So these are Skyking seals. But I mean, even that close, these things look really nice. Yeah, bruv, I think you're right, and I just saw it. I mean, I just saw it, and I was like, yeah, maybe I should desaturate that. Maybe I should desaturate that a little bit there. It was the first part of the texture that I did, and then I didn't do anything. I was like, I didn't make everything match. Let me see where my scrolls are here. I think it's in Clutter Common. Yeah, here it is. Here it is, boys. Boom. We can obviously see this scroll end here. So I'm just going to take this real quick, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger by holding the Shift button. And then holding the Alt button, I can subtract from that selection and just... Actually, you know what? I'm going to keep it right there like that. And then I'm going to just go Image, Adjustment, Hue and Saturation, hit Control and the minus button to zoom out. And I'm just going to adjust this. That looks about right. That looks perfect. And then Control S to save. Perfect. And that'll be that. That's it. That's all we had to do. Okay. So what I'm working on right now is this guy. This is the metal chest that you often find next to a desk that has a door on the front. If I hit Control S here and hit save, we can look at it here, and this is what the chest looks like in vanilla. And it doesn't look bad. I don't understand the grid pattern on it. Does anybody understand this grid pattern? Because I don't. I don't know why it's made out of blocks. Okay, so the safe. Yes, it's a safe. I don't know what I just called it. This is really crazy. The lock is just so much more highly detailed than anything else, and that really bothers me. Anyway, not going to get into it. Here is the texture, which looks very difficult, but it is not that difficult. Okay, I want to throw the UV map on. So you have this block and then this block. Very easy. And then these two blocks are the inside. if you open the door, you'll see the inside. These are the inside walls. This is the top. This is the door. This is the inside of the door, I think. No, it's not. I don't know what this is. Could be the bottom. And then we have the lock, and here is the hinges. And so I'll just kind of take you through what I did with my height map here. So I'm going to turn all of this off and just kind of walk you through real quick here. So I went ahead and blocked out these because they're just flat panel surfaces. There's nothing really detail-y about them. And then I put on these frames. So these frames are these outer frames that you see around here. All 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then the inside panels. And then inside this panel is this kind of like inset here. So I created the height. Well, I forgot. There's these little brackets on the side that hold it all together. So I put those in. Then I made this inset. And then I put in, yeah. Then I started making the hinge. And then lastly, the bolts. And that's what we've got. So it's all pretty fairly cut and dry standard. I'm going to put in hinge. Name, not hingle. Hinge. This, nope. Well, okay. Whatever. Convert to smart object and rasterize. It's the hinge. And then here and here are the top parts of the hinge, which I will just go ahead and pop that in real quick here. Like that. Speaking of Super Nintendo games, I'll tell you an old story. When I was a wee lad, much younger than I am today, let me see what, let's do like, I don't know, like this color. That's fine. Christmas was coming up, and actually step forward. Hold on, step forward, edit, redo. Me and my brother, we wanted this fighting game for the Super Nintendo. We were a Nintendo family. Anyway, we really wanted this fighting game. And Christmas Eve came along, and on Christmas Eve we could open up one present. And Mom gave us this present, and it was Donkey Kong Country. And me and my brother were so bummed out. We were just like, what the hell? What the hell is this? And being the only game we had, we went and played it anyway, and it blew our minds. It was such a good game. We didn't even remember the fighting game. But I remember Mom felt so bad that she got the wrong game. We went back and apologized profusely. We were like, this game is amazing. Thank you so much. We love you. I'm glad that we did that, because I would have felt bad if she still felt bad about it. Anyway, apologize to your moms, kids. Always apologize to your moms. That's the point of the story. Call your mom if you haven't. She probably wants to hear from you. Go to like 175. Like that. And I'm just going to get this color. Turn this off. Do this. Soft, a little bit bigger. I'm just going to kind of run it over that, like that. Cool. So that's going to be me right there. All right. And then this last couple of pieces. Yes, it was made in Minecraft. That's why it's made out of blocks. I don't like it. Bruv, it does open. If you take a look here, if you go to CK, anything that's animated will have this play, loop button, and timeline. But check it. The lock unlocks. Bing. See? Lock unlocks, and then it goes boom, and that's as much as it opens. But there's the inside. You can see it's a lot lower quality. I'll go inside. Here's what the inside looks like. Somebody should put like a mesh in here of like an apple, just anything. I mean, logically it would be like piles of gold in the money bag and stuff like that, but leave a note. Leave a note that says Skyland's compatible with JK. You can only see it as if you open it up in CK and go inside. Alright, so we're going to do this guy. I don't even know what this is. I'm going to do this real quick. I'm just going to trace it. I don't see any detail on it. But I'm just going to do that. Let me check it with the base. Cool. And I'm going to quickly check something. Let's flip this. Let's get red. Like that. Back. I'm going to hit Control S and open it up in here. Okay, so that's that part. Okay, that doesn't need anything extravagant on it. Then there's this metal bit, which again, nothing extravagant here either, so I'll just do the same thing. When I mean there's nothing extravagant, I mean there's no carvings or designs or patterns or anything like that, if that makes sense. Same here. Nothing here going on. It's just a metal piece. I like to trace around it pretty close, so when I generate textures, any edge wear or anything that I have in my textures will actually appear on the item. So that's why I do this, and I make sure that they're a brighter color than the background, so it'll get that edge wear and everything. It'll bump out and look more 3D. So that's why I'm doing it like this. Okay, now you know. And I'm going to get this color instead, and I'm just going to do that. Cool. Now let's turn this background off. This here, this is the legs. So I'm going to take a look at them real quick. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. So we will turn our UV on. And I'm just going to trace it. Very utilitarian safe. I'm also kind of ashamed that I forgot the word safe when I was trying to tell you which mesh I was doing. Until somebody in chat was like, it's a safe? Thanks. All right, and then I'm going to turn this off, add a new layer. I'm going to get my 75 color and my pen at like 85 hardness and like 5 pixels. I'm going to put this right here, and I'm just going to trace this like that. I always try to use these guides because it makes you draw a straight line. That was not even long enough. Holy crap. Okay, so let's turn the UV on, and let's do that again. Like that. Okay. And now I can turn this back on. And I'm going to do select inverse, select this guy, and hit delete. Cool. Now we can turn the UV off. And that should do us except for the lock. So I'm going to combine all of this here. And that should be fine. All right. An apple in there for Barbosa. New player home, the safe. We always want to hear from our kids. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know, but yeah. My mom makes it clear that she wants to hear from me all the time. And I'm a very private person, but if you know anything about me, if you're one of my closer friends, then you'll know for the past year or so I've been trying to stay more in touch with my mom and my dad. My dad came down for the weekend. He hung out Saturday and Sunday, and it was very good to see him. He seems like he's in better spirits. He didn't seem like he was doing too hot, but now he seems to be a little bit better. I'm going to smooth that. Select, modify, and smooth by 5 pixels. Give a little bit more of a round shape on that. Actually, let's not do that yet. I want to get this guy first. I want to do this edge also. But my dad was a hippie in the 60s and a rocker in the 70s, and he played guitar, and that's why I now play guitar. Well, it was my choice to play guitar. He did not force me to play guitar. I remember we had this kind of like catch-all room, which was like our office. So it was like where we kept all of our books and our typewriter and like eventually a computer, and he had his music stuff in there, and he's always played guitar, and I just never really thought anything of it. And one night I was just like, hey, show me some stuff. And so he showed me a chord, and he showed me how to read a book, how to read chord charts. And I was, I don't know, 10 years old or something. And I was off to the races. That was it. And that was all she wrote. And I was a guitar playing fool, as my dad would say. It was a good time. So I'm going to go one layer over, and I'm going to just go around this here on the inside. And so yeah, so now I've been playing guitar, geez, a little over 30 years now. And I dropped out of high school and played every night of the week until I was, geez, 30, past 30. Something like that. Long time. Got to see a lot of the world, and it was fun. But now I am done. And I'm okay with being done. If I never have to deal with a bar owner again and haggle money and rehearsals and set lists and logistics and financials and everything. Oh God. So much. Let's do this. All right. Yeah, so much to do, and I was just like, ugh, I'm over it. I'm over it. So let's take this out. I'm going to now add my bolts to this. So I'm going to set this to 10. And I'm going to do this at 225-ish. Like that. Cool. And I think on these, I'm going to do an inner shadow. Like that. Let's try that. All right. And then lastly, I'm going to add in my keyhole. I'm going to do this. Put this down to like 200. Like that. And I'm going to do one more. And I'm going to do select, modify, contract, I don't know, by 5. Fill 0, and I'm just going to make a little circle, just for an engraved circle. Stroke of dark. So we're going to do like 75 on this. Cool. And then I'm going to get this and just add that. Oops. Redo. Like that. Cool. I'm just going to hit this. No. Let's just do this one. We'll do it on this layer. Because then we'll just collapse all layers because I don't care. There we go. And I'm going to do a drop shadow on that. There we go. So it kind of bevels in. And that'll be all she wrote. Cool. Lock. Nice. So that's everything. Everything's done here. So I'm going to save this out. Save as a copy to our desktop with a PNG to right here. And let's load this up. Here's our metal texture, which looks really, really bad. But when we load in our displacement, it looks really, really good. How's that? That looks pretty awesome. Let's look at what this looks like. Looks really cool. We can even do some, like that cavity's dirt. We can look at our edges, kind of work on those a little bit here. Do something like that. I think I'm gonna have to darken this in Photoshop, but I think we'll be okay. So let's take a look at this. Dirty Jugs output, and this should be the large metal chest. Okay. And I'm gonna go all the way to the top. Right here. Yeah, we're gonna darken this up. Adjustments, brightness. Let's just do something like that. That looks pretty cool. Hit save. Now let's open up the normal. We'll take it and just throw this right here. Get rid of these old ones. Rasterize. I'm going to flip that green channel. And I might even make it really strong like that. Rasterize. And then I'm going to take this gloss, which is the opposite of a roughness. It's an inverted roughness map, if anybody's wondering. And we're going to reduce the brightness, but not by much, because I still want it to be glossy, but not too glossy. I have a tendency of making it too glossy. And we're going to save this out as an alpha, fine and linear. And let's see what this looks like. There you go. There's you, a chest. What do y'all think of that? Has anyone ever retextured the Skyrim treasure maps? The ones you find throughout the game? So you get there. I don't think anyone ever has. I've seen them, but I've never thought that they needed to be retextured. Anyway, let's check this out in game. Actually, I need to save it. I need to go to my Dirty Jugs textures, clutter containers, and let's copy this over to textures clutter. Is it textures clutter containers? Let me see. Textures clutter containers. I'll just copy this folder. Textures clutter containers. All right, now we can check it out in game. Thank you, bruv. Thank you, Chardero. Is Brandy in here yet? That's who we have to look out for, is Brandy. I don't see her in the chat log. Brandy will be here, and we will hear her opinion about this chest. I'm going to guess that she's going to say it's too shiny. Yeah, bruv, I guess we might be both the same in age. But, I mean, kid, how long does a kid last, right? Like, people when they're like 15, they go, oh, yeah, I was a kid. You don't think so, Vixie? Vixie's like, nah. Well, I mean, look, you have this YouTube chat. You can just scroll up. That is the log, right? I mean, that is the log. COC AAA Skyking test cell. I know I got one in there. So check this out. David, look. Silver. Here's some more silver for you. I've already done the silver stuff. If you want a close look. There you go. Silver has been done. Here's the candlestick. I think I was maybe around that age. I don't know. All right, let's go check out our chest. What? I thought there was one in here. No! I thought there was one in here. Damn. Where's a chest? COC AAA JMR. Let's see. Let's try that. Don't say ages here. No personal information. I say that for your safety.
Yes.
Check out those scrolls. Now you see the scroll ends? Now they look good. Now those scroll ends match. What do you think? Somebody in the chat was like they look a little too red. But I think that that's okay now, right? I think that matches all right. So I'm happy. Thank you to whom that was for agreeing with me that they were a little too oversaturated. Oh, I'm okay with it. If you're comfortable with it, you can, you know, put in your social security number. I just want to help you out, buddy. I could have sworn I put one of those big chests in all of my houses. But now I know where I put one. I put one in the Granite Hill player home. Thank you, bruv. I agree, and thank you for confirming my suspicions. Uh-oh. But yeah, I figured. I figured it was. I had that inkling. All right, here we go. Here's the chest. Oh, it's definitely too glossy. Even I'll say it's too glossy. But it looks a lot better. Open to thoughts and opinions. Yes, Sofa, I can answer your AIO and parallax questions. I don't know a lot about parallax, I'll be honest with you, but I will do my best. So is this good? We happy with the chest? The safe? Okay, Sofa says it's good. Nice color, just too glossy. Really? Is it? I kind of like that. I kind of like how it does it in that clear spot there, but it doesn't do it on the edge. Like you can kind of see how like some of the stains block the light reflection. But I can definitely turn it down. It is shiny. Yes, it is shiny. It's really smooth. But it's metal. I don't know of any like rough, like... It's supposed to be smooth metal, right? Let's go inside of it. Look at this interior. All right. So we're good there. Check this out. The Helgen textures are the farmhouse textures. So if you like Helgen, you'll love Riverwood. Look at this. New wall baskets. New wall baskets, which I think these look really awesome. I did have a light source. You like the baskets, David? Good. I think they look a lot better. I mean, they look better. Do they look a lot better? I don't know. They just look better. I thought they looked okay to begin with. What pisses me off is that all of these squares are so perfectly even and spaced out, but on this one mesh, it's like, nah, we're gonna just make it all screwy. Whatever. There's only one other mod that does wall baskets. I tried to keep these, you know, the same. All right, so I'm gonna do a quick save and out. So let's read this. Okay, I have Skyland AIO, an EMB-enabled complex terrain parallax in the EMB. You also need the Skyland Landscapes parallax mod and auto parallax. So yeah, let's take a quick gander at this. Parallax is tricky, and I'll be honest, I could never get parallax to work until I made the parallax mod. Like, I always struggled with it. So let me see. Ooh, look at this. This looks fun. Look at these nice textures. Wow. The rope looks like poop. That leather bag is too glossy, but this looks nice. God forbid you show me okay, here's our in-game shot. It always looks different in-game than a 3D render. Trust me. That doesn't look bad. The satchel up here at the top, not hot, but the lantern is the strongest looking thing in this. It's pretty cool. All right, let me go back. Sorry. I get sidetracked. Somebody commented, Crusader 9 has a landscape parallax question also. Work with community shaders, test it and see. It does. Great. Okay, so here in the description, how to use. Let's go to the game scene. With one simple and easy to use mod, just download to your mod manager, activate, and place below Skyland Landscapes or the Skyland AIO. So already you need Skyland AIO or Skyland Landscapes, not both, just one of the two. You can have both, but you're just wasting a space. So get Skyland Landscapes or AIO plus the Parallax mod and put the Skyland Parallax below the AIO or the Landscapes textures. Okay? Then you need to go into your EMB series INI file. So if I go to my Skyrim and then I go to EMB, where is it? Where's my, here we go, EMB series. So in here, I turn, here's the comp, here it is. So I wanted to say that, yes, so I even put it here for you to copy and paste if it's not in your INI file, your EMB series INI. But terrain parallax true, complex grass true, complex grass collision, those should already be true. The complex parallax true. The only thing that's false is the complex material is false. You can do enable terrain parallax false, which I haven't here. So I'm going to set that to false real quick. File save. Okay. Now, the auto parallax you don't need. The auto parallax, actually, yeah, you do. You do need it because it makes meshes become parallax meshes. If you didn't have auto parallax, then you'd need to download a mod of all of the meshes with the parallax flag on them. But auto parallax kind of does it in a twisty way. So get auto parallax. I think I put it up here. I don't know where I put it. Here. I put it at the very top of my list. Okay. So I'm using auto parallax, Skyland AIO. I put the parallax mod below Skyland AIO, and I set my EMB to this, and that's all I did, and it works. Okay. I read somewhere on an EMB page that told me not to use the auto parallax mod. I think it was NAT EMB. NAT EMB tells you not to use everything. It says the NAT EMB page is so weird because it's basically uninstall your whole load order, uninstall all of your mods, and only use this mod. I don't use NAT. Is it this one or is it, I want to say it is NAT. But it's basically like it's not compatible with fire mods, not compatible with lighting mods, not compatible with this, that, and the other. And it's just like, anyway, I don't even use this. I want to see which one it was. I can't remember which mod was like uninstall basically everything that you depend on. But that's all I did, and you should be fine. It works for millions of other people that use parallax. It'll work for you too. I wasn't a big fan of NAT. I don't like dogging mods, but yeah, I don't know. Let's go ahead and reduce the glossiness of this before somebody gets mad at me. So I'm going to reduce it by 50%. Was there anything else that y'all wanted me to add to this safe, or are you cool with it? You just let me know. Textures, clutter. Here. Yeah, y'all just let me know if there's something else, you know, that you think that I should fix. But if you're cool with it, I'm cool with it. Let me go into Dirty Jugs. Output, large metal chest. Boom. This can go away. Yes. Yep, okay. Gold coins, looks good. I like Rudy EMB. That seems to be a nice one to use. Anything by Fireman AF, I think is his name, is a good one to use. But Rudy's just seems to be fine. So I just use Rudy. The other one that I like, I did reduce the shininess so I can close these out. I'll show you this other EMB that I like. And it is is it Paicho? Is it this one? Yeah. This one's a good one, right? So let me see here. I'm using Obsidian Weather. So you just go to manual download. So it has been manually downloaded. I'm going to drag this over here and I'm going to open up this. So this is my Skyrim folder. And here in your EMB series, you can just delete it, right? I'm going to delete all of these because I don't need them. And then here in my EMB local and EMB series, I'm going to delete those two. Okay? Everything else I'm going to keep. Grass, collision, complex, parallax. All of these I'm keeping. The complex parallax, I think that was just to overwrite some stuff. Anyway, so here's the Paicho zip here. So I'm going to just take this and just drag it on in. And that's all you do. Okay, so I'm going to do very high. And this EMB series, I'm going to drag in so I can have very high settings. And that's it. And now we have a new EMB. We'll check it out real quick. The JS coin bags are good, and that's why I'm not redoing the coin bags. Also, I don't like doing bags and sacks and satchels in Skyrim because they are UV mapped so strangely that they're almost impossible to retexture, and you just kind of have to make a new mesh, which is what JS did. He just made new meshes, which is exactly what you should do. Skyking did the Strongbox last stream. I did do the Strongbox last stream. And that is the correct name, Strongbox. Very good. Can we get the screen large and you small? Well, thank you very much. I see that you don't care for me. So this is now compiling the EMB shaders real quick. And by request, you're seeing a large black screen because Sofa did not want me to be large and just wanted to share a black screen instead. So we will all look at this black screen together. All right, here we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this stupid weather window. And I'm going to go into Effect here. And I am going to look for... Theirs are all backwards. I'm looking for... There's all of our LUTs. Letterbox height. I'm going to do it like... I like it at 0.25. 0.3 is fine. I'm going to hit save. And... should be good. Give it a second. I guess it has to recompile everything. There we go. All right. So now we're using the Paicho EMB, which is going to look a little different. It's going to be a little more fantastical. Look how bright it is in here. Holy hell. All right. So there's our safe with a lot less shine to it. With basically zero shine. I might add 15% more. That looks good, yeah. Oh, you have to hit Shift Enter to get the cool window. Shift Enter. For some EMBs, it's delete. Read the page. But this is what Paicho does to my bloom, and I hate it. So I'm going to turn bloom off. And I'm going to turn off lens. Let's just do that for right now. There we go. But those are the JS coin bags, and they look fine. And I think I'm using his coins, too. I'm going to see if I can find the strong box real quick. I think it's up here. So here's the new strong box. There's your new strong box for you. Looks good. You might need to manually add them to the INI file if they're not there. Let's do this real quick. Just going to get some better LUTs. I like autumn. Lo-fi fade. I might not do lo-fi fade. Might not do anything here. Old world is always a good one. Sunflower is nice. Let me do see what one of my presets look like. Let me also do, let's do done. Yes, yes. I'm going to turn off controller support because I can never work. I can never work in that menu with a controller. So I'm going to do my Nord start. And then I like to go inside and see what I look like. In your opinion, what's the best tree mod for Xbox? I still like Happy Little Trees. Looks best and has the best visuals without killing your frame rates. Little blown out. But not bad. All right. So let's move on to another texture here, y'all. Well, then we're going to move on to another texture. I'm going to see what I have here to do. So Strongbox is done. Safe is done. All of those are done. And that makes me happy. So I'm going to do a save as large metal chest. That works for me. File new, and I don't know what I'm going to call it. Let's all decide together what we're going to do. Dirty Jugs, textures, clutter. I need to do, I could do the torture rack. Containers is done. Okay, let's turn this off. Try again. Try again. Try again. Thank you. This I just need to copy and paste over from my other one, so that's already done. I can do the silver candlestick, which I think is a quest. I don't know. Wine bottles are tricky, y'all. I don't want to do those right now. These big brewing caskets. I think Static Mesh Improvement mod changes those. Let me see. Meshes, clutter, brewing cask, large. Let me close this out. No. This. Yeah, see, this uses the SMEM barrel wood. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to open an Explorer. I'm going to copy this. I don't know. So I'm thinking about Xbox players, you know, because I'm like, I think I need to include static meshes for things that might not come with whatever static mesh mod that they got. That's my thinking. So I'm going to hold off on that, and I'm not going to do that texture because I know that the static mesh improvement mod replaces these meshes, which would make these textures not needed. Now I could do these textures and include them for people that don't have static mesh improvement mod, and they'll see this texture instead, which I can do, but I don't want to waste time doing another texture that's going to be never seen because of static mesh improvement mod. Does that make sense? So I can do this, but like, again, if we're never going to see this texture, I'm not going to redo it. This I could definitely do. This is the brewing tank. And I do not think there's anything like that. Now, so yeah, bruv. Yeah. And so I'm just trying to not include more textures than I need to, because each of them are, you know, 5. So for the normal and the diffuse texture, that's 12 megabytes. So, I mean, do you want 12 megabytes for texture you'll never see? Or just use 300 kilobytes and include the meshes from SMEM? It's kind of how I see it here. So I'm going to go brewing tank, and what we need is the UV map. We can also do the honeypot, the catapult, the cooking stone. I've never seen a cooking stone in the game. Is there a cooking stone in the game? I don't know. A lot of these are just kind of like rando textures that I'm going to bust out. So I'm not too worried about those. These are kind of easy peasy. Like doing this is like super easy to make. What is that? The nightingale symbol? Yeah. Bop, bop, bop. Right? I don't even know where this shows up in game. I'm gonna do it like that. Screw it. Where does this show up in game? Do we know? Good night, Herman. Good night. Guys, please hit the like button and subscribe buttons. Join the Discord. Yeah, join the Discord. Nightingale Hall that has this logo on it. It's near Riften. Okay. Riften. Okay. Riften. Let me see about that. Textures, architecture, Riften. Okay. And it's definitely worked stone. So which one do I like better? I'm going to put this one below and wrap. This one I'm going to do high frequency set to 0. Now we'll put it back at 1. This here I'm going to set to now 3, like that. I'm going to do, let's copy this color. I'm going to do like a 11 by 11 point average here. I'm going to copy that color code, pop it in here. So that's what we end up looking like. Let's get some, I'm going to get, I think, a different, I'm going to use this stone instead of this cracked lichen rock because it's a little too noisy for me. There we go. So that's going to be our rock surface here. Let's get some moss. Because Riften is always wet and raining. So it's right next to the water. So I feel like it's always kind of like mossy. It's a very mossy place. Right? That's what I feel anyway. I'm going to take this and do low frequency 2. And then here I'm going to do a mask stack and I'm going to add in let's do not a projection mapping, position gradient. And I'm going to do, it's not even a position gradient. What am I looking for here? Curvature. Edges only. Let's do cavities only. Like that. Let me look in here. Yeah, I just want it kind of growing like, well, that's not good. Now let's do that. I'm going to add a blur, Gaussian blur, that, and I'm going to add a noise, parallel noise, seed amplitude, frequency is going to be low, that, octaves. So I'm kind of looking at something like that. I think should be okay. Let's do this off. Do you just not want to give it to me anymore? There we go. I just want it like in the cracks and around the cracks is really all I'm looking for here. But it's doing this weird thing. I'm going to add a contrast. What's going on here? Yeah, 0.75 is good. All right, just trying to get this to work right. It's not working. Not doing what I want it to do. So I'm just gonna do that. Because screw it. Let's do a paint layer, displacement, load. Boom. And this is going to go wrap to underlying, blur underlying, just to kind of make it smooth it out a little bit here. I'm gonna set this to 5. Kind of bring it up a little bit. Like that. So there it is. And I'm going to add in, I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to turn this off and do a height blending. So it's just inside there, like that. And I'm going to do something like that. Okay, and then this one is going to be that, but it's going to be a bit brighter. And I'm going to go from above. Cool. What I'm looking for is to basically fill in this guy. So I'm going to just copy this real quick and just go here. Why isn't this? There we go. Just trying to fill in that logo with the dark one. And I want this one back off. Interesting that it doesn't want to really kind of do it as much as I want it to. So this guy, height, over, don't, well, we'll do 3 or 4. And this guy comes in. I think I'm gonna have to put a mask stack and do just the curvature. And I'm gonna do cavities only. See, it's so weird how it does that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. So let's back this off, and I'm going to get rid of this because what I'm going to do instead is get this back to how it was. Like that. Wrap, don't blur. Turn this on. This will be blurred at 5-ish, which is fine. Let's duplicate, make it a little bit brighter. And mask stack, curvature edges only. I'm thinking we need to do something else. Let me do an open real quick here. Sample mixes. Tombstone? No. Nordic scroll wall? No. Road mountain. I want to see. Think maybe Dawn Guard would be good. Let's do. Take a look at this guy real quick. There's a stone location in Discord. Hey Skyking. Hey everyone. Hey Jesse J. Good to see you, Bubba. What I'm trying to do is get this stone that looks worked, but it has dark carvings, moss in the cracks, and I want like edge highlights, little stylized edge highlights. That's what I want. That's what I want. And I will get my way. I have a vision. I have a vision and I will get it. So let's look at what I'm working with here. I have nothing turned on, which is fine. So that's the wall for Dawn Guard. Floor. This is not what I want. This is not what I'm looking for. That's a cool texture, but not what I'm looking for. So let's continue on. I'm going to just do new. What is this? Go logo. No. So our texture resolution is going to be 2K here. Let me do this smart materials, and I know that I have something saved in here that I've done. Let me see. Ah. There we go. What message? Oh, thank you. Thank you, bruv. So if you know that this is our Dragonborn stone floor in the Soul Cairn, which is a very cool texture, by the way. One of my favorites. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to turn off that. Actually, I'm going to disable that mask. And in here, I'm going to do this paint layer. I'm going to put in this displacement that we made. Boom, boom. Like that. And then this is going to be wrapped to underlying. Turn all of this off. All right, so there is our texture here. I'm going to replace this texture with my stone, wherever I can find rock. Here it is. Get rid of our search. Looking in rock, I'm going to go here. There's that. Very cool. Don't want that. And there's that. So as you can see, we have some cool edge highlights happening here. And that is working perfectly. That's what I want. For our paint, I'm going to set this back to 5. Cool. This, I'm going to set this to like 5. So it kind of looks like it's a little worn in. That looks cool. Okay, and then here above this one, I'm going to put in our lichen stone looking thing here. Which one was I using? I can't remember. I had that one. I don't know if I like that one or not. I know I don't like that one, so I'm going to use this one. And this we're going to completely wrap, do this. I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to set the color to that. Let's take a look. We still have our edge highlights here. And kind of want them a little bit more prominent. We can work on that. I'm going to put this down below, but this I'm going to turn off. Let's actually replace these maps also with this guy. It did not replace it. Replace maps. This guy, please. And turn the albedo on. Let's try it again. It does not want to replace the tiles. Let's replace these maps. Interesting that it doesn't want to do that. And that's the correct color. Very interesting. So I'm thinking, there we go, that possibly it's just not happy getting things changed around. It's just not happy at all. So let's just reload it. I am working on just random. I thought this was going to be a 5-minute texture, and it's ending up being a lot more because I'm a perfectionist and I can't just do things half-assed. To be honest with you. Okay, so I want this to be rock and this. Yay, thank you. And I want you to be that color. Thank you. This, I want you to be the same color but darker. Thank you. This, I want you to be much more present. Thank you. This, I'm going to change to a 5. Cool. I'm okay with that. And now we have this cool gravel road, which I think I'm going to do a paint mask, not a paint mask, mask stack. And I'm just going to put a purlin noise on this real quick. Very low frequency. We're going to do wrap. And let's do curvature cavities only. That. Now can I add moss? For the love of God. So I'm going to take this. Thank you. I'm going to copy this mask stack and I'm going to paste this mask stack. And I'm going to invert it. Just to do a little bit there. That wasn't so hard, was it? Let's try that. So this is going to be the NG logo for Nightingale's logo at 2048. That should work. Hey, Lord Wishin. Good to see you. All right, so I'm gonna hit cancel. I'll zoom in here. I'm gonna pull up our Dirty Jugs output NG logo. Let's throw this on. take these and rasterize, multiply that, see if it needs to come down at all on our levels. Something like that. Convert and rasterize. Good deal. And I'm going to hit save. Find a linear. And then I'm also going to open up this guy right here and make this for it real quick. I'll double it up. Flip that green. And then I'm going to get this gloss, which is not glossy at all. We can also take, doesn't always work, but you can take this and, oh, you know what we forgot to do? Let's make this 2K. Boom. Let's get rid of all of this and do that again. Overlay. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't look like I did it, which means it really needed it. I mean, this really doesn't need much of anything, if anything at all. So I'm just going to just lower this, to be honest with you. Something like that is fine. I am not going to make the logo shiny. That's stupid. Okay. And now I'm going to go to my textures, clutter, right here. Here's our new textures. And we can go in here. Textures, clutter. Bam. And now let's check that out in game. Why does one of the Xbox Skyland AIOs say deleted? Because it was deleted. It was, we had two AIOs, one for we had landscape and architecture. It was fucked up. Like, in hindsight, what I should have done is okay, look, we had Skyland landscapes. And what I should have done is just kept Skyland Landscapes and just called it Skyland Landscapes, and then just had another mod called Skyland Architecture and just not done an AIO. But then I made the AIO on PC, and then a lot of Xbox players bitched to me going, well, why didn't we get an AIO? And I was like, fine. So I gave them an AIO, but then the AIO got too big. So I had to make an AIO Architecture and an AIO Landscapes, and the AIO Landscapes was exactly the same mod as Skyland Landscapes. So we got it all knocked down to where we could fit Landscapes and Architecture in one mod. So now that's just Skyland AIO, and that's the end of the story. So the other one, don't even freaking worry about. I should just delete it from Bethesda, to be honest, or hide it. But there you go. So you have Skyland Landscapes and Skyland Whiterun and Skyland Solitude and Skyland Farmhouses on all those individual mods, or you can get the AIO, which has everything. Pick your choice. I don't care. So we're gonna go to help Nightingale Hall. Help Nightingale. All right. Is there any cells? There's no cell. Let me go check out and see what the cell is here. Okay, got it. So COC Nightingale Hall 01. Why that wouldn't show up when I typed in help Nightingale, I have no clue. But let's go look at it. I like it when, oh, well, look, this is all Imperial. This is the Imperial textures. I made it match with the other ones. Oh, that's not good. Is that what I just made? Because mine looks like shit. If that's what I just made. Surely that's not what I just made. Let me get this on. I thought it was like a big floor piece or something. Because this is all Imperial textures. Well, I'll just go right through that. Ah, see? Here it is. This is what I just made, and it looks freaking great. Let me go back to my live stream here. What is this? What does this look like? What do y'all think? That's what we just made together. I think that looks good. Are y'all okay with that? Yeah, it does look amazing. By accident. I didn't mean for it to look that good. Oh, and it's up here too. Cool. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Totally. I'm glad I put the little stones in there. You can't really see them, but I know that they're there. You can see a little debris in there. Good deal. That needed to be done. That should have been done. That should have been done originally. That should have been done originally. In fact, I might put that in the AIO. I think we need to put that in the AIO. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jazzy J. It does look like the Rebellion logo, doesn't it? We need to figure out what this is. Nightingale block. Let's go look at that, because I want to do that texture. Because that's a that needs to be done. So we're gonna go to meshes, and we're gonna look up Nightingale block. Nightingale block 01. Cool. So we're gonna extract that into the desktop. And we're gonna go to the desktop and check it out. Here it is, and let's see what textures this is. Nightingale Clutter 01, which I thought we had done, but apparently I'd taken it out. So let's go back into here. And we're going to go into Data, Textures, Clutter. Nightingale Clutter. Extract into the desktop, select folder, exit out. So we need to redo this. And we're going to do those banners too. Y'all want to redo the banners? We're going to redo the banners. Y'all have never seen me do a banner before, but we're going to do it. Okay? So this I'm good with. I'm going to keep this open for right now, but this I'm going to get rid of. And we'll come back to this because I'm getting sidetracked. I want to do this now. It's fun how life works out. So we're going to open up this guy. And we're going to go ahead, image size it to 2048. Let's do a 2K, right? Oh, image size 2048, like that. So yeah, we're gonna do a banner. We've never done a banner before. That has the logo on it. It also is matching the texture. Okay, bruv, thank you very much for that because I will be checking that out. So we have stone, blah, blah, blah. We can actually do one better and go in here and look at this Nightingale block. And we can right click texture, export UV. And I'm just gonna say NG block is what I'm gonna name this and hit OK. And when we take that and we throw it in here, make it the same size. and rasterize, and then I'm gonna do a color overlay so I can see the lines. I like to make them lime green because that's what I'm accustomed to seeing. Because when working in 3D Studio Max, that's how it exports it. So here we can see the block edges, so we can see the mesh. And I'm gonna take this, and I'm just going to do this. I'm gonna trace the edges. Like so. Now this is a clean rock. This is not all crazy. It's not mossy and dirty. Although I feel like it should be. Since everything else in there is. Right? But I'll let you guys tell me what to do. You guys tell me, should this be mossy and dirty, or should it be clean like the original textures? Granted that the floor, they also had clean, but we made it mossy. So I'm thinking we should do a little bit of moss on it. You know, but that's just me. Let's go ahead and get this up to 125, actually 150. Do that. 125 is my background color because that's medium. That's the medium gray. So 125, 125, 125. And if I turn this off, you can see where all my blocks are right here. So when it's whiter, when it's lighter, it bulges out. So that's when it bulges out, you get those nice edge shading and stuff like that. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to get this guy, and I'm going to paste him right in here. And we're going to line this up. And I'm going to do transform and scale. If it'll let me. Here it is. You got to pick the right layer. Transform scale. We're going to shrink it down. And try and get it roughly the same size. Right? Which, that is roughly the same size. About right there. But we can scale it around later. Next, I'm going to get this little circle right here. So I'm going to get my circle selection. And I'm just going to get a rough guesstimate of the circle. And I'm going to go into 100, 100, 100. I'm going to come right in here and just go bam, like that. And now I'm going to turn this on and center it up. Which is right there. Perfect. And with this, I'm going to make this a little bit brighter with a color overlay command and set this at 150. Cool. So now the eagle and sun will burst out, the circle will be engraved, and it's going to look phenomenal. The only thing left to do is the banner. And that's all we got to do. So I'm going to open the Ridge logo, which is this guy. Come in here and paste it, and we're going to go transform scale. I hear a kitty cat at my door. Hold on. Yes, Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea says hello, and she ran away. Mossy, I think wasn't the place supposed to be abandoned before you get to go there? Yeah, see, Dan, you're thinking like me now. And what that is, Dan, if you were wondering, I'll tell you anyway, even if you're not wondering, that's called storytelling. When you let your textures tell a story. So you're asking the right questions, man. If nobody's there cleaning, right, then what's going on? Why is everything clean? So we're going to do this, and I'm going to hold Alt, and unselect the inside right here like this. Cool. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to just do black. So now we've got this cool little banner here. We got our logo in the banner. Cool. Now, what we need is we need to have the wrinkles. Okay? We need the wrinkles in here. There's a couple different ways. Let's see here. Let's do we can do like an image search, right? And you can look up something like, I don't know, fabric folds. You could look up something like hanging fabric. There's all sorts of different things you could do and try and find like a picture that doesn't have like fabric with a pattern on it, right? And it's not glossy or anything. So let me try hanging fabric here. You could also look up draped fabric. That's a good one. You just don't want it like too like artistically lit. You want it flat lit is something that you really kind of want. There's a lot of sketches for some reason. Everybody has sketched this, which is weird. Anyway, I found something here, and I'm going to open that up here, right? So I'm going to copy this and just go right into here. It doesn't matter that it's too small. It'll be okay. I'm just going to take this, and I really just want this to be like that, right? So something like that. And I'm going to turn it off. And here, I'm going to take this and just go like that. I'm going to put this under it. I'm going to make sure I'm at like 150. Bastard. Shift F5. Cancel. This here I'm going to put as like an overlay. So that's what we're looking at for our height. Like that. This should be okay. And I'm going to do save as a copy. I'm going to go to my desktop and save it as a PNG. So this will be our height map here. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything here. Like that. Come in here real quick. And let me just make sure that that's, oops. Like that. There we go. And I'm just going to do like a color ID map. So I can say this is stone and the other part's fabric. So please adhere to these IDs for me. That's basically all an ID map is. Okay? Super easy. Yeah, so this is fine. So I'm going to do file save as a copy to the desktop as a PNG, and I'm going to call this ID. Say okay. Let's get back in here. Why do wolves and skeevers have gold rings on them? It's not on them, it's in them. Because they ate it. You get me? Welcome DRD to Discord if you're watching the stream. Mixer has crashed on us. By the way, close the program. Cancel. Cancel. Thank you. Let's go into here and let's open that up again. We can empty this so we can save our RAM. And now we need to recreate that stone texture that we just made. So I'm going to do new mix and we're going to call this, what was this? Who are these people? The Nightingale block. Here we go. This is going to be 2048. We'll look this up in my local smart material floor. Boom. And we're going to do a paint, and I'm going to load in a displacement, which is that one that we just created, which is this guy. I'm going to turn all this off. I'm going to disable this, and I'm going to wrap to underlying, and I am going to set this to 5. Cool. This I'm going to put in our ID map. So it's this color, this blue and purple, and what we're going to do is say stone floor tiles, add an ID mask, be just purple, or be just blue. So now it should just be the blue. For some reason it wants to do all of it still, so whatever. Now let us replace some maps here. So we're going to replace some maps here, and we're going to go into our rock, and I'm going to throw in this guy again. So there he is. Very good. And then this, I'm just going to look here real quick here and just kind of just pull this up about like right here. Just darken the cracks and darken the inside of the symbol, this emblem. So this guy pops out a little bit more. And then this is our highlights. Very simple. I think I'm going to keep this stone because it's worked. I'm not going to use the lichen stone. I'm going to use this blocky stone, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do. Moss. Add a touch of moss. Right here. And I'm going to copy this mask stack and paste the mask stack. And then go in here and invert the mask stack to something like that. Cool. This guy, I'm going to darken it just a wee bit. Like that. This edges, I want a little bit more, I want some more edges on it, like that. This I'm going to make a little bit darker. Like that. So that's going to look pretty cool. Sorry I've been so silent. I suppose it's my own fault. Yes, it is your fault. So that's going to look pretty cool. Let's talk about the fabric here, right? So I'm going to do this file save as, and this is going to go right into pottery, ng block in pottery. And I'm going to do a file open. And I'm going to look at my banner. So I made a banner a long time ago as a test, just to see if I could do it. And that's what I made, which looks actually kind of shitty. I do like this furniture fabric. Okay, so screw that. We're going to open this back up, go back into pottery, ng block. Nope. How many gigs of mods can we have on the Xbox? 5 gigs. 5. Okay. Might be 4. I think it's 5. So here I'm going to look up furniture. And there's my furniture fabric. I like the furniture fabric. Looks cool. I'm going to change the color to just something else, like literally anything else. And let's do that. And then I'm going to do an ID mask, just purple. That's it. And I'm going to say wrap. Now this guy is kind of making me mad. Why are you not adhering Do what I want you to do. Let's try this real quick. I'm going to do, in here, I'm going to do just a rando background, like that. And we're going to keep that empty, so nothing is selected in it. Let's get in here and do this. Load this guy. There we go. What I find interesting, this is fine. This is fine. So why are you not, I have wrap to underline, don't blur, but it's not doing the wrinklies. Oh, I know why. That's why. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Thank you. My paint layer was in the stone floors tile. That's why. All right. So now we're good. So in here, I'm going to just do some slight blurring because we don't need it too sharp because then it looks pixelated. But that's our banner. Let's get the right color. And the correct color with an 11 by 11 average is like a olive green. There you go. Now I'm going to go into my smart materials real quick and I'm just going to look up fabric and see if I got something that's a little cooler looking. Let's see here. Dirty green. Let's try this. We are late for Ask Skyking. I'm sorry. I'll get to it here in just a second. Yeah, PC isn't everything it's cracked up to be. If you're not using a PC multiple hours every day, then there's no point in having one. Like, I wouldn't get one just to play modded Skyrim. That's stupid. That's stupid. Okay? Well, is this going to load or is this just going to shit the bed again? Looks like it's going to shit the bed again. Save. All right, so it's saved. Cool. At least it's saved. So we don't have to rebuild the whole thing. And as soon as we're done with this, I'll do the Ask Skyking. If it will load, if it will even run, we don't know. We don't know. It seems like it's not happy with us right now. All we want to do is just remake this texture. Is that too hard to ask? Are we asking too much? Are we asking too much of this software? Thomas is like, let's do it right now. Okay, fine. Let's do Ask Skyking. This is the part of the stream where we like to... This is the part of the stream where we like to read comments on Nexus and YouTube of the comments that I get from mods that on my mod pages, and they're usually really stupid questions. So we got a couple of them. Haven't got a lot, but we got a couple. I'm just gonna like open up a bunch over the last 3 to 5 days. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at what we've got. First of all, let's just look at the front here. Skeever is obviously abusing the upload. I think people should be able to upload like once a day, right? But whatever. And I hate how, like, Skeever could obviously put these all in the same mod, but he wants to farm DP. So there you go. That's great for him. Now, let us... Other than that, really nothing good. This person's been doing nothing but, like, he's had like 15 freaking body mesh, like, presets in like the last day. It's getting annoying to see him just popping things up. It's like, look, dude, in 12 hours you've gotten 200 downloads. Maybe you should take a break. Just take a break. All right? Let's go. Skyland Landscapes Parallax. Does this work with community shaders? I'm going to be honest, I don't know what community shaders are, so I said test it and see, because I really don't know what community shaders are. Crusader9 says it does. I said thank you very much, because I don't know what community shaders are. There you go. Again, instead of asking me in the time that you could have asked me if it works, you could have just fucking tested it. If you're afraid it's going to like corrupt your save, then maybe ask, but that's not going to corrupt your save. So just test it. Like, that's the whole point in modding, is experimenting. Like, this is, you know, we're not making a rocket to go to Mars here. This person on the 29th, May 29th. So this is a long time ago. Has parallax, install a shader fix, get purple texture patches all over the terrain. I have no clue why, but probably you need the simplicity of snow mod, if you're wondering. Okay, so this person on my comments page asks, can I upload a 1K or a 2K version of Skyland Blacksmith? No. Nobody gets perms for Skyland. I don't give perms for Skyland. No. And there's no, and in no way do I want a 1K version of Blacksmith uploaded to Nexus. That's the stupidest thing ever. They're in a variety of texture resolutions depending on what they're texturing. So they're already optimized textures. So no. This person has 458 posts. I don't really think they can even know how to do things. They upload translations and other stupid mods. Why would I ever let them upload a Skyland mod? There's like 10 other people that I would give perms to before a rando. Next, heyo, is this compatible with SMEM? I suspect it should be. So look in the full, then this person goes, it doesn't look like it's compatible with Static Mesh Improvement mod. And then I go, look, I actually literally have the charcoal in Static Mesh Improvement mod. I should ban this person from ever being able to download my mods. And I should ban this person. Cryptic Games and Peter254, I should ban from downloading from downloading any Skyland mods ever again. Period. Skyline AIO. Yeah, translation DP farmer. I fucking hate them. I like to ban them. Anyone knows how I can get rid of this yellow terrain in Whiterun? Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. He wants to get rid of the yellow terrain. And I'm don't use this mod would be my suggestion. Since Whiterun is the tundra, it gets tundra grass, like outside in the landscapes. If you're using a green tundra mod, I suggest you don't use Skyland Whiterun. And I really do suggest that. If you want green everywhere, then don't use any Skyland mod for landscapes. Don't use Skyland landscapes. And if you use the AIO, don't install the landscapes, because it's going to give you a dead tundra look. That's just how it is. And there we go. Well, can I convert it to grass? No. And I'll tell you why. Because it's not just a grass texture. In Skyline AIO, and so Skyline landscapes and Skyline Whiterun kind of work hand in hand with each other. They don't have to, but they do. But if you look at Whiterun, I'm going to take a look at the stone, this guy. So this is the grass that appears at the stone wall. So not only do you have to replace this texture, you also have to replace the stone wall texture. You have to fix this, which also means that you then have to replace this texture to match whatever stone wall you put on this texture. And whatever grass you put there, you have to replace in the grass, which I think, let me see here. I want to say, I don't even know which one it is. You have to then also replace this one here, but this one's tricky because it also has to match whatever your cobblestone is. So you see how all the textures work with each other? You can't just like make it green grass for Whiterun to work, okay? It doesn't work that way. You got to replace the stone walls, which means you also have to replace the main walls so they all match. Then you got to replace the grass on those and then blend them and then replace the grass and then do the alpha map to match the cobblestones. So now, I'm not making a green version for you. What texture resolution is the main file? Is it 4K? How can I only get 2K files? This person, my God, it's not hard to read a description. Because the description literally says, Skyrim with a 2K and 1K package depending on your fucking needs. This person, Wolf218, I'm sorry, but you should be banned from downloading Skyland mods. What's the texture resolution? Is it 4K? How can I get the 2K files? Check this out. Look at the file name. Look at these file names. The guy didn't even look at the description page, didn't look at the files page. He literally just clicked the link, went straight to posts, and just typed in his question. That's all he did. He didn't read anything. He did not look at anything. In fact, I gotta see something here. Let me look here real quick. Okay, good. They're not in Discord. I was about to ban them on Discord if they were in there. But yeah. Like, that was very yellow though in the picture. Sofa, you were correct. That was a very yellow looking picture. I think their EMB was like cranked on 10. So this person asks a normal question. How big of a difference does the 1K and 2K differ in terms of performance over visual quality? You get better performance. Do you get a lot better performance? I don't think that you're going to see a difference because even the 2K doesn't fill your VRAM. So you're not going to see a much bigger performance. I don't think you'll see a much bigger performance difference. Visually, there's a slight difference. It's a little blurrier, you know? So there's that. All right. We read that. Okay. Here's a cool picture. We put this on Nexus to kind of show off the new pots and urns that are in the Dirty Jugs mod. And we got some nice comments. This person loves it. Very swag, honestly. Andre says, yeah, nice. Cat Cut says, nice work as always. I really appreciate all you've done for the community, guys. Skyking, can't wait for a full Parallax Skyline AIO texture pack. I hate how they tag this on, like, make, like, this kind of demand, like, patiently waiting. Shut the fuck up. Thank you for the compliment, but shut the fuck up. Thank you. But it's going to be a long time for any Parallax AIO stuff. I may release individual city Parallax textures, but nothing right now. It'll be a while, and it will. Moving on. We did the AIO. Stupid. Skyland Blacksmith. We read that. Landscape, AIO, da da da. Do you remember Pipeworks Reworked? Version 5. Yeah. Didn't get an update early this week, so still don't know when it'll happen, and I really don't care when it happens. So that is. There you go. Holy shit. Did Yoshido just pop up? Yoshido, where have you been? Where the crap have you been? Like every stream, I'm like, has anybody seen Yoshido? Has anybody seen Yoshido? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he at? Hello, Yoshido. I have missed you. Hello. Thank you for coming back to my stream. I appreciate it. I have missed you very much. I thought that I maybe made you angry or something. Just noticed the oddly shaped black holes for WR stone base texture for Skyland's AIO in front of the blacksmith. I have no clue. But thank you, Yoshido, for coming back. And if I made you angry, I apologize. Okay. So, let's get into this. Okay, it still doesn't want to... It just doesn't want to... It just doesn't want to load. This just does not want to load. What oddly shaped black holes? WR Stone Base 01? Now I'm curious. WR Temple Stone Floor Stone Base 01. Just notice the oddly shaped black holes WR Stone Base 01. I do not see any oddly shaped black holes. WR Stone Base 01. There is no black holes in this. Ah, okay. Well, if you need anything, you let me know, Yoshido, okay? So let's get this going. Let us turn off this in task. Let's try this again. We should have been done with this 20 minutes ago. If it doesn't do it again, we'll just remake it. See, it doesn't like layer 8 of 14. That's where it gets hung up every single time. So we'll just remake it. The dark spots where the posts go is in the mesh. It's vertex painted in the mesh. Oh, the cats are great. The cats are very happy. They're very happy. Thank you for asking. Okay, here we go. Nice. And then I think I'm going to do this one back here, like that. And now let's get this all sorted. Like that. Let me make sure that this is all correct. Yes, sweet pea. I'm going to replace this texture with my rock texture. This one. And then I'm going to adjust this to be a little bit harsher. And then this one, I'm going to just bring it down a little bit darker. Like that. Like that. Should be fine. Cool. Let's do that. I'm going to do one other thing here, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn all of this on. I'm actually going to copy this. And I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to select a different color. We're going to go green. And just do that. Oops. Let's do it here. Save as a copy, because I have an idea. I have another idea. PNG, right here. Save. All right, let me load that in real quick here. Cool. So now I want to load in a smart material that I made called Dwemer Metal. And we're going to do add an ID mask to just the green. That looks cool. Cool metal looking symbol here. Let me see if I can get this edge grunge just a little cooler. Like that. Cool. Okay. So that's a cool bronze metal. And then here, let's get ourselves a fabric. Actually, let's do this real quick. Save. Save as. Put this in pottery. Save. Now, let's load in a fabric. And we're going to put this at the ID mask of purple. And I'm going to do something like that here. Let's get our color. Which is this one. Oops. Good color. I want this to be tiling here, like that. That's pretty cool. All right, and I'm gonna put this also with the oranges. Let's do one more thing, and that's going to be surfaces, moss. Get our moss that we like. And I'm going to get this, copy this mask stack, paste the mask stack, invert it, and then we can adjust here. And I'm going to do an ID mask on this also to blue only. There we go. All right, we're gonna export this at 2K. And we should be good to go. So let's open up our Dirty Jugs output, and this is this guy. Set our levels. Multiply. Convert and rasterize. And that's going to be this. Yep. I'm going to do finite linear. I don't think it has an alpha. It does have an alpha. Why does it have an alpha? Okay. So I will just save this again with the alpha. I'm going to keep the vanilla alpha, and it's fine. We also need to put this on here, which I will then, let's see, what color is it? It's kind of like a dark brown. So I'm going to do color overlay of dark brown, rasterize, and then set it to overlay, like that. I might do a slight blur. There we go. So that should be fine. So now we can save it. And then I'm going to also pull in this guy, and I'm going to set this to overlay, convert to smart object, rasterize, invert the grain, like that. Here's our metalness, which we're going to keep as metal, and here's our roughness map, which I need to invert, and then I'm going to do this, select inverse, and we're just going to bring this all down because that's really glossy. Something like that. Perfect. Nope. Hello. Rasterize. What am I looking at here? What am I looking at? That. Okay. And then here we're going to do a save as textures clutter. Cool. So now we can shut this down. Go into our textures clutter, copy that, and then I'm going to open up my Dirty Jugs, textures clutter, boom, there it is. Close all this down because I don't need those. And let's check it out in game. Night, Daniel, I love you. I'm undecided on Lux too. I just don't like doing a ton of patterns. I mean, a ton of patches. I'm not a big patches fan. You know? Yes, Yoshido, I did change my mind about doing some clutter. Since the AIO had clutter already built into it, I decided just to kind of finish it off. So here we go. Let's go check out these blocks. I'm very excited. I like the little bronze metal inlay. I'm kind of excited for that. There's our new, so there's our new banner. Looks pretty cool. Oh yeah. I need to work on that outline there. Hey, that looks all right. So let's do this. Let's fix this up real quick. On here, so we have this little weird outline here. So I'm going to select this and just do a select, modify expand by like 2. And I'm going to do, actually let's do it by 1. like that. I'm going to select this and just do that, right? No. I want, what am I looking at here? Let's go up and do this, and then do a select, modify, contract by 1, and delete that. Now let's do it by 2. Huh. Still didn't want to do it. So I'm thinking we might just keep it like this. I got an idea. I know how to fix this. Let's open up desktop. 3D Jugs output. NG block roughness right here. All right, so we can shrink that. Let's pop this in like that. Rasterize. I'm gonna take this and just copy and paste that. Wait, why did that do that? Copy, paste. Thank you. And now I'm going to invert that and set this to like overlay. Perfect. It does do a weird black line around it. So I think I might do select, modify, contract of 2, select inverse. Let's do a modify feather of like 2. Nope. Select, modify, select, inverse, like that. Still doing it. So let's do a select, modify, contract of that again. Interesting. So here we're getting a black outline, and I want it gone. Okay. So this, select, modify, contract, 3. Select, inverse, delete. Good. This, overlay. That's fine. Now I'm going to make it transform and scale it up. Let's see, can I do this? No. So we'll just keep it like that. This, I'm going to we'll just keep it like that then. We'll just keep it like that. That'll be fine. This, I think I want to adjust the levels on it a little bit here. No, I don't. We're good here. So we're going to do a save as this. Cool. And now I'm going to just put that into my game folder. Desktop, textures, clutter. Boom. And done. We're all done. In the UV editor in Scope, is there a way to move the camera around the workspace, like the shift drag in the main view? Yeah. When you're in here, just hold Alt. And there you go. And then use your scroll wheel to go in and out. But just holding, actually you don't have to hold Alt, just left click and drag. And if you want to like move the camera, you can just press down on the middle button and pan it around. So if you want to do like that. Make sense? That's how you do it. I should change the logo to a Starfield logo. Do you know how many people get angry with me? Oh, forgot to do the alpha map. All right, that's a little bit better. It's still showing up pixely. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that at all. Not happy with that at all, y'all. At all. So we're going to have to do this the hard way. Actually, we're not going to do this the hard way at all. We're not going to do this the hard way at all. Screw that. What I'm going to do, since we have that already, I'm going to take this and also do that. Well, now it's still doing that. Let's do this. I'm thinking. Just give me a second to think here. Let's do this. Let's load in this. There we go. That should work. And let's export this. Do. And now I'm going to get the Dirty Jugs folder, output, block, boom, 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 boom. Sorry. Rasterize this, and rasterize. And now I should be able to do that. That looks proper. Yeah. So now I'm going to just take this and just go like that. That's fine. I'll take that. And then in here, under this, I'm going to go with this guy. And just kind of like that. Ugh. Dang, this is a little harder than I thought. That's not gonna work. Okay. So let's do redo and turn this off real quick. I'm gonna select this. Filter, select modify and expand. And I'm gonna go feather. Let's do a little more expanding here. Like that. And I'm going to copy and paste. And then I'm going to set this real quick. Like that. So it's not too obviously too much brighter. Select modify contract by 2. Select inverse and delete. That's about as good as that's going to get. And then here, I think I'm going to just select modify feather by 2. Select inverse and delete. That should be okay. Should be. We'll see. We'll see. All right. And then this. Oh, we need the right alpha in here, which we actually painted over. So I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to turn it on, copy it up here, and paste it with a black background. Create our own alpha map. And then here, I'm just going to get a brush. Let's see, do I have anything cool for like tears or anything like that? This looks pretty good. That was about what it looked like, right? I'm just trying to get something that looks like tears. That's all I'm trying to do here. Ugh. I don't think I have anything that's like awesome looking. Yeah, none of that's gonna look right. We'll just keep it like this for right now. Just see what it does in game. I'm always up for experimenting. Save. Oh, wait. We forgot this. There we go. Oh, the UV texture editor? No, it's just a flat 2D thing. No parallax everywhere. That's never going to happen. Hey, Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea says hello. She wants on my lap. And I'm like, no. No lappy lap. I guess Brandy is just not going to come to the stream. She's just like, no stream for me. Alright, you know what? I'm going to deal with that. That's fine. I don't care. That looks fine as it is. And there's still no banner. So what do y'all think of the blocks? Are we happy with the blocks? I'm kind of happy with them. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this, go into textures, clutter, into here. I'm going to go desktop, textures, OG. Okay. Desktop, textures, OG. Yes. And we're going to take this. Ah, that's what we were missing. Oops. We're going to do edit, transform, and scale if we can. Nope. Okay. So, edit, transform, and scale. Really does not matter. There we go. One thing I'm going to try for this. One last thing. Fill none. I'm going to do a drop shadow. Yes. Yes. And I'm going to do an inner shadow. I'm going to do an inner glow. From the center. Just to give it a little depth. Fine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back on it. Where is this at? Oh, I did the wrong one. Because I didn't do it right. Okay, well, we'll deal with it like this then. All right. That'll work for me. Looks very cool. Love. All right, well, if y'all love it and y'all are happy with it, then I'm going to call it done. I like it when things are done. Oh, hold on. We have another. We have another question here. Hey there, I really like the mod, and I think it's one of the essentials, but for some reason my night sky has a yellow galaxy. Nothing like the pictures on your page, and I wanted to know what the hell I did wrong. Oh, I gotta see this picture. Now, this person only has 2 posts, so we're gonna go easy on them. That is an EMB issue? What do you guys think? Is that an EMB issue? What do y'all guys think? Your call. Sweet pea, stop it. Is this an EMB issue? I'm not really sure either. Yeah. So that's what I told him. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, high bloom. Yeah. Now, why isn't this showing up? And that's not even correct. Because I didn't transfer over the textures. Do you see what I didn't do? Okay. So we need to get textures, clutter, get our 2 textures, and put them in here. Okay. Let's try this again. It could be weather template. Like I was saying, like, you know, if you're using like if you don't have an EMB, right, and you have Obsidian Weathers comes with like a book you can read or a magic spell or something that brings up the panel where you can be like saturate more, saturate less, brightness, less brightness, more contrast. You can, there's like all these little settings in it and stuff, kind of like how Busty Skeevers is on Xbox. So it could be that. Could be a load of things. Best thing to do is to turn off everything, run just Skyland, and see if the problem persists. That's the best thing to do. All right, there's our new banner. We like the banner. There's Skyking's first banner for you. And it looks like a banner. You see how I blurred it? Putting that blur on there really helped because it makes it kind of fade into the fabric. Here is our new disgusting little cool things here. So here's our cool blocks. I think they look cool. But it's up to you if it looks good or not. You gotta tell me. I don't know if it does or not. I've never played this part of the game, so like if you're coming around the corner, right? Oh, look, they're over here too. Shit. Right? But if you're like, okay, I've just been introduced to this new thing, and we're coming around the corner, and we go, oh yeah, that's cool. That looks like an important place to be. Does that look awesome? Does this make you feel important? See, Tridero, I don't want it to be fine. I want it to be right. Let us continue. Yeah, those banners do look pretty cool, man. And then we have this cool thing, which I think looks great. I'm glad we got that done. That really needed to be done. Yeah, I like these stones. It makes me wonder if I should include these in the AIO. I think I need to put these in the AIO. I just don't know where to put them in the AIO. Imperial Forts? Should I put these in Imperial Forts? Or should I put these in Riften? Because if you install Riften, you're only going to get the blocks and not the Imperial Fort textures too. So, I don't know. I'll just keep them in clutter. Unless y'all tell me different. It's definitely Dwemer metal, by the way. Totally Dwemer metal. Totally. It's what I used. Not gonna lie. I used my Dwemer metal preset. Cool. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Yeah, I like the banners. You know, I can't do dynamic fabric wrinkles and just dynamic fabric in general. There's a little bit of a game limitation. I'll show you. Let's do COC Whiterun Bannered Mare, I guess. I don't know. But check this out. Hey, baby. Okay, it's raining. FW 10A234. All right. If you notice, I even have wrinkles baked into my awnings here. But check it. Here, these banners, wrinkles baked in. Even when it moves, wrinkles are still going to be there. Right here. Wrinkles baked in. Even when it moves. Let's go over here real quick. Even when it moves. All the banners have wrinkles. All of them. This is Paicho. It needs a lot of adjustment. It needs a lot of work. The bloom, like this is stupid. The bloom is stupid in this. Yep, any ad banners, and that's what I use. I like the wrinkles. I'm keeping them. Yeah. If not, it would just look like a flat panel, and you don't want just a flat panel. That looks weird. You got to give it a little bit of depth. A little bit of depth. But yeah, any ad banners, as you can see here, more wrinkles baked in. So yeah, it's just how it is. It's just how it is. Oh, change it and just look up. Take a picture and send it back to him. Being like, here you go, you bastard. I am going to put this right in here because I like that texture. And then delete. And then in my dirty jugs, this I can delete. This I can delete. What is in here? Oh yeah, I can delete this. What is this? Got that done. Got that done. I can delete. Output. NG block is gonna get this. This can go away. Cool. All right, so this is all good. This is fine. All right. And then this can go away. We're good. We're good. Now let me look in my desktop dirty jugs here. And I'm going to look at the to-do. And we can get rid of anything here. No. Okay. And now, dirty jugs done list. I'm going to do Nightingale platform, Nightingale block, Nightingale banner. Night, bruv. Love you. Yeah, I love that. That's Autumn of Whiterun, and I really do love it. Thank you, Revan. So that's all done. And this is, again, everything that this covers. I'm going to put this on Discord for everyone to see. I'm going to put this in mod creation. There you go. All right, so now everybody can see everything that Dirty Jugs covers. We're going to add on the milk jug, butter churn, wine bottles, the distiller, the oven that has the little buns in it. It's called a BYOH oven. The silver candlestick. I guess I should do the box that goes with the candlestick. The honey pot, bee house, maybe the bee house. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'd like to do the bee house. Soul gem holders, baskets, embalming tools, puzzle pillars in the Nordic ruins, torture tools, and the ledger. The ledger really needs to be updated. The ledger is so ugly. Things that I have kind of left over to do here. We can get rid of this and this. We can get rid of this and this. Got to fix the book flats. I'm not going to do this or this. I'm going to do the brewing tank which is the distiller. I don't know where the cooking stone is in the game, but there's a cooking stone, catapult, honeypot, midden conjure. I might do the ruin sconce. I'm not sure. The Sovngarde seal, I will do. This metal strip, and I might do the wind collar tomb because Shane busted my balls because I didn't do it before. Of course, wine bottles, silver candlestick. These ingredients, I don't know where they are in the game, but I'm gonna look and see if I can find them. This is I just gotta copy and paste my other mead barrel onto that one. Do this wine bottle and do the torture rack. And that's everything that I have planned. So if you see other things that I'm missing, let me know. I might do baskets, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do baskets or not. But let me know if I'm missing anything, okay? Let me know. And I'm going to try and get this all done as quickly as I can because I really don't like it over my head. And I would like to include the static mesh improvement mod meshes that need to be included in case Xbox players don't have it, but I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. The oven Shane did his version of the oven, and it is on Nexus, and it's probably on Xbox also. I'm not sure. Anyway, if y'all would, do me a favor and hit the like button for me. I'm going to watch you. We currently have 15 likes, so I'm going to wait and see if everybody's going to be clicking the like button. Any texture in the world or just clutter? That's a good question. It's just clutter. It's just clutter stuff. It's just clutter stuff. Yeah. There's no landscapes. There's no architecture except for what we just saw for the Nightingale stuff, which I'm debating if I need to put in the AIO. I think I need to put that in the AIO. I just don't know where to put it in the AIO. Do I put it in Imperial Forts or do I put it in Riften? So I'm not sure. I spent the last few weeks going over all textures not covered by Skylands, and there are a few. Yeah, there's a shit ton. Armors, weapons, NPCs, weather, clouds, water foam. There's a shit ton of textures that I've not covered, but I'm not going to do them because they're out of my lane. They're outside the lane of which Skyland does. Skyland doesn't do weather. I don't do flora. I don't do trees. I don't do skies like clouds. I don't do water textures, stuff like that. Actually, I do water textures. Water textures are included in Skyland Watercolor because I have water normal maps in there. So that's already done. I don't do water foam. We got one like. Let's do one more. Give me one more like. Give me one more. Yeah, so there's a lot of textures that I'm not going to do because they're just outside of the scope of what Skyland's supposed to cover. This is probably going to be the last big Skyland mod. I might do like a parallax thing, but that's way down the road and not even on my radar right now. But yeah, not sure. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. That covers our 3-hour period. I'll be working on these off stream, of course, but I'll be posting pictures of my progress and updates on Discord like I've been doing. So if you want to keep track of where I'm at in this mod, join the Discord and you can watch me as I chug along. All right. Well, it's been super fun. I love all of you in your own unique individual ways. I want to thank everyone for joining me. Let me just run through the list real quick here. We have David, Rensler, Bruv, Thomas, Sofa, Vixie, Chardero, Rensler. I want to thank all of you. We had Revan Star or Revan Star, Chardero again. We had Yoshido come in, and I want to say thanks there. Hernan Gomez, thank you very much. It's Jazzy J. Thank you, Jazzy J, for showing up. yeah, so it's been super fun. Of course, Daniel, thank you. It's your fault we didn't get more textures done tonight. Dan, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Sturgio Valente, thank you. And well, we saw another one there. Avi, thank you. Anyone else that I'm missing? Thomas. I think we got everyone here. I think I said thank you to everyone here. So, and Ascrove, thank you very much for joining us. Good night, David. Good night, Thomas. Good night, everyone. Thank you very much. It's been emotional. Bye.